Hello and welcome everybody. Today we're going to have a discussion about resisting the devil. So if you're interested, stay tuned. And as always, I'm going to pray for you at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Resisting the devil. Well, why would we want to resist him? In order for him to go away, to flee. If we look in James 4 verse 7, it says, submit to God, resist the devil, and he shall flee from you. Now, the interesting part or the question is, what is resisting the devil? What does it mean? Now, if we just look in resisting, let's say resisting temptation to eat a chocolate, that would be to say, no, I'm not going to do that. And then you don't eat of the chocolate. The other thing in, let's say in electrical circuits, resistance means the opposition of the flow of current. So you are opposing, you are resisting, you are, let's say there's a rock in the water and it resists the flow of the water. So that means not always you're going to stop everything, but it means like you're going to put resistance. That will be to say, I'm against this. I'm against this one thing. Let's say war. I'm against war, so I'm not going to stand for it. I'm going to speak out against it. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop the war. It just means that I make my point clear that I am against it. So if we resist the devil, he will flee. And that is the important part, is to resist him, not to accept him or ignore him. Many times people ignore the devil and they think because they ignore him, things are just going to go away. But if you have problems that are continually following you and it doesn't want to go away, the question is, number one, did you submit to God in that circumstance? Number two, did you resist the devil or do you just ignore him? Now, we can look in different aspects in life. If I were to resist somebody, let's say that wants to do me harm, I'm going to put up a fight against him because I do not want that to happen. Many times people don't even put up a fight when there's sin in the way or when there's difficulty. Now, the devil can influence a lot of things. Let's say even in business, it can hinder your business. So you need to look, well, is there any sin in the camp? And if there's sin in the camp, what am I going to do about it? Am I going to resist it or ignore it? And a very interesting part is when we read in the Bible, even Peter resisted, or Peter was out of his good heart. He said, when Yeshua said he's going to be crucified, he said, no, far be it. And the Lord said, I rebuke you, Satan. He was talking to Peter. But because Peter allowed or did not understand the works of Yeshua, he resisted him and said, it's not going to happen. And Yeshua said, no. He said, I rebuke you. Why? Because he resisted the plans that Yahweh had. Wow. So we can even resist the wrong things. And therefore, we need to pray for wisdom. We need to speak against things that are wrong. In our lives, in our community, we don't just accept the wrong things. We speak against the wrong things. I want you to think about that today. Father, I pray that we'll not resist you, but that we'll resist the enemy. Help us to submit to you. Give us the instructions that we need. Help us to follow your law, your word, your ways. I pray that you will guide us on the path of righteousness for your name's sake. And I pray for your life in us. I pray for your goodness in us, that we'll overcome the power of the enemy. I thank you for your love. I thank you for your mercy. And I thank you for that in the name of Yeshua. Be blessed.